Caesar. This is my website. I am going to talk about advertising and strategies to pay less, make more money. One way is through the internet. It's very popular. Everybody's on the internet or using the internet. And before I do that, I wanted to talk about myself. I'm a computer professional. I basically move between Colombia or I'm kind of involved mainly with Colombia and the United States. Colombia, some people misspell it, is COLO instead of COLU, like in the United States. So COLO, COLU, like there's Colombia with a U, with an U in South Carolina. There is one in Missouri, and there is British Columbia. Regards to what I was talking about starting a business, one thing that I recommend is basically some steps. One of them is getting a domain name, first of all. Pick a domain name that is going to be easy to remember, easy to spell, that's not going to be misspelled. Although there are some domain names that are misspelled on purpose, so they not get mixed up with use all words that are in the dictionary. So, but in general, something that is easy to spell, easy to find, easy to everything. So it's very important to pick the correct domain name. And then you need to have hosting where to put your photos, pictures, documents, web page. So two things that you will have to pay: the domain name, which is normally they last 1 year. So if it expires, you lose it, and then you have to buy another one or the same if it's still available. And then the hosting, which is normally charged a monthly fee or monthly charge. Um, and then you can buy the whole year advance or 5 years or whatever number of years you want for the domain names and the hosting. You can hire somebody to do it for you, but they're gonna charge you for it, and usually it's a lot of money. Say the domain name sells for say $8 to $15. If you have somebody to do it for you, do everything for you, they may charge you $50 just for the domain name, and they may charge you a bunch of money also for the hosting, $50 a month instead of $8 or whatever, $5 for the hosting every month. So it becomes more expensive. You have somebody to do those things. So I recommend getting those two yourself, the domain name and the hosting. The design, if you're not a website designer, then you're gonna have to either get the free design from the hosting provider, but they will charge you a monthly charge for that, or you can have somebody design it. Say GoDaddy may charge you for the free design, free for 1 month, but then they will charge you maybe $15 per month for using their design. And if you don't stop using it, then you lose that design and all the changes that you made to the design to customize it to your needs. So you can spend maybe $500 for somebody to make your website, or it could be thousands, depending on how complicated, how many features it has. So there's some expense involved in getting a website on the internet, and then you have to compete with other millions of websites that trying to get the attention of people. So you get a good design, beautiful design, you get a good domain name and a cheap hosting, then you're in business. But yes, it costs money. So there is always the intent to save money, but also getting something good out on the market. For example, there is this is a way to advertise, which is this is from a realtor who's selling a house. So you can have a slideshow for the property being sold. Uh, this one in particular is one that is being sold in Oahu, Hawaii. And this one is like four houses in one. This one has a bunch of bedrooms. Each house has its own living room, bathroom, and everything else. Everything separate from each other, but side by side. This one is a living room. Then this is the part of the living room. So this is one thing that is being sold, and this is a sample of web page design, and this is from a listing company. And then the hosting, well, you can pick from multiple different hosting providers. It could be GoDaddy, it could be SiteGround. Watch out for the prices, because they may charge you $0 for the first year, or $5 or $2 for the first year, but they don't tell you the next year is going to be more afterwards. For example, they may charge you $11 for the first month, and then afterwards it's going to be $17 second year and on. Okay, and every year they increase the charge. So the hosting could be $8.95 forever, but the domain name could always increase every year. So compare prices, because it's gonna be a recurring expense. You gotta compare prices and what they offer for that. Sometimes they hide things. For example, they give you free something, but they charge you very expensively for another. For example, they may give you free or very cheap domain name, but then the hosting is very expensive. They say $8 for the domain name, and they charge you $35 per year for the renewal of the domain name, things like that. But you can transfer from one company to another, but it's a hassle. It's pretty bothersome to be changing from one provider to another. So you make sure that it's a good one and it's not expensive. There's of course the free hosting, like this one. This is Wix. They provide free design and everything. You can just free templates, and then you can customize it to your taste. Okay, like this one, what I like is the contact page, because it works. Sometimes when you have somebody to do the contact page, it's supposed to work, but if it doesn't, then you're stuck. You have to have them fix it, because you want to actually gather the information from the customer. So what's the purpose if you cannot get them to contact you, or you cannot reach them? There is of course other providers, which is you can use as the web pages. You can actually have Facebook as your web page. You can buy the domain name, say oahurealestate.com, and then you forward the redirection to Facebook, and then they land to your Facebook page, and then you get the customers that way. It's not as professional as having your own domain name, but you can have actually your own domain name. You can also have your Facebook pages. You can even have YouTube and Instagram. So multiple ways to reach you. For example, you can have your own videos on YouTube, like mine. I have a few ones in there, and I will publish some more. So there are multiple ways to reach your people and have them contact you multiple ways. But for example, in these free hosting ones, they will reach me, or they will all go to the same email address or whatever. But when it's through contact pages, you will not get as many messages, because they have to do manually type each one instead of just in bulk. So it's better to have a contact page than actually an email address where you will get a bunch of spam. So it's better just not to advertise the email address and just use contact pages. I do both, but it's better just to hide your email address to avoid spam. All right, so that should be it for now. Thank you very much for watching, and be safe. Take care.